Hey guys, this is Evelyn.
This is Natalie.
And we're the Goldens. Our goal is to spread love, positivity, and help people start their healing journey.
Today we're going to discuss more of a lighter topic. We're going to be talking about our previous relationships. And Evelyn and I are very, very open, or have been very open in our relationship, even though things have gotten, uncomfortable at times. But I think it's very important because it's very related to the healing process. So Evelyn, share some of the, craziest, memorable experiences. Oh yeah, if you remember them now, and you think of them and you're like, damn, that was crazy, I would say that's memorable. I'm not saying that.
I just feel like everybody, now when you hit your late 20s, you go back and you think about all the dumb shit that you did. And then you think about shit like, oh my God, did I really do that stuff?
Like, why would I do that? Yeah.
Did I really put myself through all that shit?
In those, type of scenarios, situations.
So that's kind of what happened to me when I was hitting my late 20s. I can't believe I'm saying that right now. Oh my God. Yeah, guys, I'm heading to my 30s sooner or later. Sooner
than later.
Man, this makes me a little bit nervous because honestly, like, I've only shared this with my partner. When I'm a little bit buzzed here and there, or we're having a nice, beautiful, intimate conversation, and I've opened up about these things. I have nothing against anybody that I've dated in the past. I actually feel like I shared beautiful moments, right, with everybody, like me and you both have.
You share beautiful connections with people.
Yeah, exactly, and you make these nice relationships with them. And I just have no regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets.
Tattooed on your chest.
Hell yeah, all the way. I don't have any regrets, and that's just, I want to start off on that note. Okay, just to be clear, I do want to share this crazy story though. A couple years ago, when I was in college, obviously some shit happened before college, but when I was in college,
crazy college girl.
No, and I don't want you to have that perspective of me.
Everybody goes through it, though.
Yeah, and okay, so basically, this is when I realized how small the lesbian community was in El Paso, Texas, / Las Cruces, New Mexico, because I was attending NMSU at the time.
Yeah, it's kind of like one, though. Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't realize, like, damn, like, everybody knows the people that you've dated. And at the time I was using obviously like Tinder, Bumble, like all those gay apps or whatever. And I had met, a couple girls, and I went on a date with one of them. I'm not going to say any names. And, she was super cool, super down to earth. She was older than me. Let me tell you that. She was a couple years older than me.
Okay, hold on. Can we just, for this sake, so the audience knows, tell us, is this girl 1 or girl 2? Thing 1, thing 2? Just kidding.
Hold on.
No.
No. So this is girl 1. Okay, this is the first girl that I met. All right, and I was dating her. It was really cool. She used to call me Cruces because I lived, even though we're all from El Paso, Cruces is very close to El Paso. It's only like 30 minutes away from the west side. So it's like Juarez, El Paso, Las Cruces, like everything's super close by, right? So we would always go back and forth, and it was vibing. Like, I was vibing with her. It was pretty cool. Anyways, at the time, we were very open about everything, and so we were dating, but I knew she was also talking to her ex, because I was young. I was like, yo, like, we don't need anything.
Yeah, I don't want no ties.
Right, like, I'm in school. I don't have fucking time for, like, a real relationship. So basically, things were going good, and it's funny because I would be like working on my homework or studying, and she would be like fighting with her ex-girlfriend.
Oh wow.
And she would be fighting with her like right there in front of me, taking calls and shit. And to me, I was like, whatever about it. Yeah, I was like, I don't care, like, we're having a good time, like, we're gonna go have a nice dinner after this, like, who cares?
Yeah, she's irrelevant right now.
Yeah, like, who fucking cares? But I knew her name and everything, right? Anyways, fast forward. At the same time, like, I'm dating around. So I meet this other girl. Fuck. And, I drive up to her house. We meet up. It's cool. Things get a little bit fun after some drinks. And then, actually, her cousin scared the fuck out of me. Because he put a pistol on the table, and I was like, what the
that's
fuck?
Fucking crazy.
Like, at first, because this is a Tinder date, okay?
Yeah,
so I'm driving
absolutely.
to a blind Tinder date, and you don't even fucking know this is a person, right?
No, yeah, and then during the nighttime, there's like...
Oh, yeah, it was late. It was like 11 or 12. It was like...
Yeah.
Late as fuck on like a Sunday, Monday. It was like a random-ass day. I'm like, I'm just gonna fucking take more shots and drink and like forget it. The fucking gun is still there the whole night. The cousins leave, whatever. It gets more fun and it's lit, right? With this girl. Which I already said that, but I just want to remind everybody
how fun it was.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm talking to this girl and it's just really hard to not use names.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is girl 2. Okay.
So
girl 2, I'm talking to girl 1. Girl 2, girl 1 is with the ex, right? Anyways, this is the craziest part. Okay. Somehow I realized that we're all fucking connected.
Oh my god.
And I'm sure it's not a surprise for a lot of people, but for me at the time, that was fucking crazy to me. I was like, oh shit. I eventually realized and I found out that girl number 2 was dating girl number 1's ex.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
What's it called? You guys were like in a quadruple?
Yeah, no,
I'm just
I mean,
kidding.
Look,
no, I'm kidding.
Girl number 2 and girl number 1 didn't know anything.
Shit.
About me or the ex. I was the only connection that fucking knew about all three of them and all 4 of us.
That's fucking crazy.
So whenever I would date girl number 1, and they were fighting, right?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Girl number 2 was texting me like, she was trying to like be friends with me, right? Eventually, like we created a friendship. She was over here telling me about like the girl that she was seeing and like how she felt about her, and I started seeing these posts on Instagram, and I'm like, oh shit, like this is girl number 1's ex, yo. Like they're making it official.
Crazy.
Eventually, like they got really serious and moved in with each other. But
yeah, I mean,
isn't that
good
fucking
luck to them?
crazy?
But that's so crazy because you knew that, and you're like, oh, holy shit.
I just felt like I was the only one. I mean, eventually, I'm sure they found out.
They typed things up, and
but I feel bad for this middle girl because, like, obviously, I was with her ex and her new girl before she even fucking knew. I'm not even doing some ego shit here. I'm not.
No. I know.
But I was like, damn. Like, part of me was like, damn, bro.
Holy
like,
shit.
I stopped both of your hoes at the same time. Shit.
Well, you live and you learn, right?
Fuck. But I was like, I never want to do that again. Because it was very weird. And I never told anybody. I only told you.
Yeah, and I bet it's very uncomfortable and you're kind of on guard about certain things.
Be mindful of who you're talking to, who you're sharing things with, because the gay community is so small. Like, you think it's big,
but it's really not.
It's kind of small. It's a small world in there, and everybody knows each other some way or somehow.
Exactly.
So just be very careful with that.
And we love we love to fall in love.
Oh my god. No, we like the excitement of dating, and it just feels exciting when you're about to like pull up to this girl's house and you're just like, fuck, is she catfishing me or not? Or what's up? You don't know if you're gonna have sex that night. You don't know if you're gonna make out with this girl. You don't know what the fuck's gonna happen that night.
Yeah.
So it's exciting, and I feel like a lot of people like dating and then like the single life because they don't have to deal with the responsibilities
of an actual relationship.
But also date, because having a beautiful, healthy relationship is a lot of fucking work.
Hell yeah.
It's not like
it is.
But it's a beautiful.
If you're able to surpass that, and I'm sorry to interrupt you, if you're able to surpass like the bumps on the road, you can definitely reach a very high level within each other of trust. That's the main thing, and that's what's beautiful about having a healthy relationship.
So, I mean, if you like to be single, if you like to be in a relationship, I mean, whatever works for you, but
fuck it up.
Be careful.
Yeah, and take care of yourselves.
And what about you, Nat?
Tell me. In contrast to that, I feel like I dated a lot of people that I never, so I would never really truly, like, I had very, like, trust issues about, like, pulling up randomly, so I give you props for doing that, because that's fucking badass. Yeah, that's fucking badass. Just, like, having I'm sorry, I'm gonna say this. I'm
ballsy.
Yeah, being ballsy and pulling up to a girl's house. Like, I mean,
you gotta make sure if she's catfishing or not.
Yeah, but I would never like do that. You know what I mean?
It's only if she lets you, though. Not in a creepy way. It's only if she allows you to like pull up to her home.
Oh, look at you.
Maybe get a besito or two.
So anyways, I never was able to do that. I would meet people obviously like out publicly more oftentimes.
Okay. Damn, we're so different.
Yeah, I always felt like creeped out about doing shit like that. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's scary.
It's like very scary. Like, what? You just never know. You know what I mean? I think after like a few times of doing it, you're just like, fuck it, you know, like, but I never did. So it never happened for me. Anyways, in contrast to what you were saying, I've had some pretty like weird like dating, but nothing like you like that, right? It's completely different. I've actually had people, I'm not gonna say any names, but I've actually had hard, huh? Yeah, it's really hard. I've had this girl that I was seeing, and I've told you about her, and
I better know everything, baby.
She was very, very attentive, but I feel like she was too much. Like, just way too much.
What do you mean too much?
Like, she was overbearing. Like, she wanted to right away give me money and take care of me and like hold my hand and
red flags
and walk me into work and you know, I'm not saying that there's something wrong with it, but like there's something wrong with it if you've only been dating for like a few, you know, weeks and you've only seen this person a few times and they're already asking you, they're kind of being pushy about like going over to your house and like, you know, asking you to spend the night and asking you like.
But did you though? That's a question.
I never allowed her to like go to the house or anything like that.
To your house.
Yeah, to my house.
Okay.
But I did go over a few times, but after a few times I was just like, oh, this is just not my vibe, you know? She's very overbearing, like it's just too much for me. I want to say she was caring, but for me it was more of a red flag. That she was very like obsessive.
How can you be so? How can you want to give so much in such a? I mean,
short period of time.
You are a lesbian.
No,
I'm just kidding.
No, but, I know.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy. Like how can you want to give so fucking much? Like be so needy in like 2 weeks or a month.
Yeah,
that's fucking psycho.
Like okay, what was a huge like the biggest thing for me was she wanted to like walk me into work, and that for me was fucking weird. Like not even anybody that I dated before would ever want to do that. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, literally, and she, oh my god, and she wanted to like make out in front of like, and I'm like, that's very unprofessional. I would never do that. Not because I'm a lesbian, but just because in general, like there's like families walking in and out with kids, and it's not an appropriate place to be doing that. You know what I mean? Anyways,
I wish I was like her. I'm just kidding.
So that was one of
I wish I was ballsy like that. I'm just kidding. No, but that's definitely some red flags for me. For me,
yeah,
that's
absolutely.
too fucking,
that's scary.
It's like that guy that won't leave a girl alone.
Yeah.
Like that. I mean, the same shit. Like two girls. It doesn't matter if it's a girl. And if that girl doesn't leave you the fuck alone, that's weird.
So, anyways, she knew that I was still talking to other people. I was just dating. I was just having fun. Just getting to know other people. And after a while, like, I felt like she knew this, but she kind of somehow blocked it throughout those, like, couple of weeks that I was dating other people. I told her from the beginning, like, this is not serious. We're not, like, dating.
She told you something about it?
Well, she started acting fucking weird.
What do you mean? Like, jealous?
Yeah, like, jealous.
Shit.
She was like...
Is that why she was single?
Maybe. I don't know. Anyways, she was like, I don't know. I just wanted to tell you, I wanted to ask you a few things. Are you dating anybody else? And I'm like, you knew this. Like, you knew that we're not, like, an actual thing, you know? Like, it's...
And you told her that from day one?
I told her, like, this is not serious. Damn. Like, I just got out of a long relationship. This is not serious.
Damn.
Anyways, long story short, she even... Scary. Yeah. She... I don't know. In a weird way, and I don't want to be rude or mean, but she still gave me, like, the creeps. I think that was like the most.
This is a scary experience. Then.
Yeah, crazy.
Then a fun or crazy experience or funny. Mine was more like funny and like it probably happens with a lot of people. But yours was like a little creepy, no?
It was a little creepy, and I didn't realize.
How did you end that or what?
I eventually like I think it took more than one time to talk to her about it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because she just like couldn't get out of her head that like it wasn't gonna work out between us. And she's like, why, if I really like you and I'm very attentive to you? And I'm like, I never asked you for any of that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I never asked you for all of those things that you did for me. Like, it's nice of you. If you have nice gestures, that's fine. But don't expect something back when somebody literally straight up told you, I just got out of a, very long relationship and I'm just having fun. I'm just dating, getting to know everybody, whatever. Like,
so after you had already told her, like, that's enough, like, what happened?
Well, she still tried to, like, reach out and say, like, kind of asking me, like, hey, like, can I see you? Like, I'm about to leave town.
Did you block her?
Huh? Yes.
You blocked her?
Yes.
Damn,
I don't know how
scary.
the fuck she got, like, I don't know how, like, through what number she texted me, but I realized that it was her because of the way she, like, you know how you kind of, well, I'm very good at reading and memorizing, like, people's vibe and how they text, like, a certain way.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, like, and you're, right away I was like, oh, fuck, like, this is, this is scary. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, like, you don't know if that person's gonna pop out of nowhere. Anyways, now that I'm actually talking about it, I'm just like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, you just never know who you're dating, guys. So you have to be very careful, like, who you get involved with. But
what tips or advice would you give to people that just got off of a relationship and they're trying to go out there and date as, like, maybe late 20s?
I think first and foremost, for anybody who's just gotten out of a long relationship, whatever age that you're in, actually, I think it's very important to just kind of take some time for yourself first. And, yeah, seeing people, whatever, messing around is fun and all, but I think that you should really dedicate some time for yourself to be able to heal parts of you that you didn't realize that were broken. And it could be simple things, again, going back to our previous, like, episodes, doing things that you enjoy on a daily basis, but also kind of noticing your patterns and, triggers that you've had in previous relationships. Because believe it or not, you can drag these on to your new relationship. What if you meet the love of your life, years, months from that point in time, and you have all these triggers that you never thought, you know.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so I think it's very important for you to try to dissect, things that have happened and how they affected you from your previous relationship or even just previous experiences dating people.
Do you think that age matters? Like, would you give the same advice to, I don't know, an 18-year-old, 20-year-old?
I don't think so. I would definitely tell my younger crowd to be very...
And we have younger siblings, so we understand as well. Like, we're not being like, hey, like, here's your advice, 18-year-olds, like, with no reason. Like, we actually have younger siblings. Yeah. Younger than us, like 6-10 years younger than us.
Damn, I feel old. Anyways, just kidding. So I would definitely tell them to be very vigilant of who they date and be also very, just careful not to date people, like, more than, like, what I would say 3 years or 2 years older than them.
Or not get stuck in a relationship?
Or not get stuck in a relationship. I feel people are just too young. Right? You're learning. You have to live a lot and you have to, like, grow as a person and see what you like and you don't like. And I feel like that in itself will help you have a better relationship with someone when you start dating when you're older versus when you're trying to do the whole, like, marriage, the whole long-term, like, relationship when you're younger. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. Like, you're just literally, and then you start fighting. You don't even know of all these traumas that you've had when you're younger.
You're blind.
You're blind. You're
blind.
Just like, yeah.
And what would you, let's talk about sex.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Very important, guys.
Oh, first of all, obviously, we all have to be very safe, but body counts, like, how can people be careful with that? As a young 18, 20-year-old and late 20s. Definitely.
So I think that we need to, for sure, have, like, follow-up appointments,
That's
STDs,
important.
STIs. Just get checked every, like, 6 months.
Yeah, and I would say 6 months is perfect because I would, like, when I was dating and you're on Tinder, whatever the fuck, every 3 to 6 months, guys.
It's a very wide community.
Every fucking 3 to 6 months.
Yeah.
Like, non-stop, because you never fucking know.
Yeah. And also, I mean, shit happens, you know, if you're in the moment, but definitely also, like...
Protection.
And this goes for, like, my straight people, too. It doesn't matter. You guys need to be careful. We all need to be careful and take care of ourselves. There's nothing wrong with dating, but there's definitely a safe way of doing it.
I also want to mention, you know, whenever you give yourself to another person, you're also doing that spiritual energy exchange with them. Be aware of what you're doing, because if you're going body to body, just know that you're picking up on this negative energy. Imagine, you know, having sex with a person and you wake up. Why do you think you feel so empty inside and unfulfilled?
Yeah.
Why? Because you had sex with them and you exchanged that energy with them.
Right.
And obviously you're going to feel like shit. And also, like, you don't know when you get involved with this specific person, you don't know what the fuck they're going through. It could be that one night stand, and you don't know if they went through some crazy fucking childhood trauma. You don't know if they experienced, like, fucking heartbreak and pain from their ex-partner.
Or even sexual abuse.
Or, to make it even worse, you see? So... You don't know what the fuck people are carrying. Their chains. The chains that they're carrying.
Yeah.
That to me is fucking scary.
So this goes from, like, physical, emotional, obviously all the way to spiritual. Guys, let's just take care of our temples and be very vigilant. If you know that you're going to do something, before, you know, you start seeing people, try to go in with the mentality of what is to be expected, and make sure that you take care of your temple and protect your energy as much as you can. Protect your emotions, your mental health. Just be aware of the feelings that you're having during that period of time, because they're very important, even though it might just be a one-night stand, a little hookup, a little kiss here and there, you know. It all matters.
And but don't forget, like, dating can also give you benefits. You can get self-confidence out of that. You can be, like, a little bit more positive. You can forget, you know, other bad memories with exes. You can grow in different ways. I don't know, you just, like, mature, you know, be aware, be careful, but have fun.
Yeah. Love yourself, right? Love yourself through every experience.
And don't give up on your healing journey. Stay golden.